Good morning. Welcome back to the vlog. Haven't said that in a while. Feel like I have so much to tell you. To be honest, I wasn't really planning on vlogging today, but you would have seen a montage of my morning with June, X Who What Where. We were in King's Cross that's where we go to celebrate. That's my favourite restaurant, Decimo. But we were on the terrace today having a breakfast, 8:30 kickoff. I love that. I feel like brands wouldn't usually do that because they're like, oh, it's a bit early for the creators. Still in bed, sort of taking pictures of their coffee. But I was there, I was ready, 8:30. It's now 10 to 11. I'm back home. It doesn't look bad, but it's chaos on the floor. I was at the Ned on Monday with L'Oreal, which was so fun, doing like an activation for their new product, which is great timing because I got my hair coloured yesterday. Should have vlogged the Ned, but with just, you got your short form, you got your long form, and just sometimes it's just too many forms. So, wasn't really planning on vlogging today. I feel like I've got so much to say and so much to catch up on. First of all, thank you so much. We have reached 100,000 subscribers on YouTube and my play button is coming. So that's really exciting. Also, just kind of do have to mention that I had a pregnancy loss. I had my procedure 8 days ago now. I put it on my Instagram and my TikTok, but obviously haven't updated YouTube because I haven't been vlogging. But I am well. I had a DNC procedure for the first time. Even if I start going into it, I feel like I'm gonna talk too much, but I'm really well physically and mentally. There's sort of a sadness with what is our 4th pregnancy loss. I have processed this so many times, and so I feel like I get back to normal life quite quickly. Do not compare yourself to that if there's any version of loss you're going through. It's completely personal, and there are things that I struggle with more than others, and I'm just letting myself feel the way I want to feel. And at the moment, I'm having a really good up week. I have my moments, I have my emotional moments. We have our emotional moments that we share, but by and large, I am well. I couldn't ask physically to feel better than I am. Even went to the gym yesterday, just for a walk. I'm not allowed to do exercise. I wasn't allowed to use the spa, anything, tampons, all sorts, for the next couple of weeks. I'm just getting myself back to normal. Something that's I'm constipated is what I will actually just say from the general anaesthetic, which I had obviously a general anaesthetic on my ectopic surgery as well, but I was really prepared for this one. I was just like, I'll be fine, I'll be fine. The procedure was amazing. Like, you know how emotional I get about my medical team, who are the same one that have been with me through each loss, and they are incredible. But I was physically pretty unaffected, other than the constipation. So the internet seems to think prune juice, which I have been glugging a bit too much this morning, actually. Going the other way. But anyway, I won't talk anymore about my bowel movements. Would quite like for YouTube not to flag this video. So that's where we're at the moment. Work was really quiet in February, and that's was the bulk of my first trimester as well. So that kind of worked. Although all of my 30 and 30s I was pregnant for, and I was just like huffing and puffing my way through. And it's kind of sad to edit them and put them up now because I was pregnant for them and I'm not now, but all part of the processing that will happen over the next few weeks. Not giving up, feeling very hopeful for the future, and we have exciting things going on this year. So watch this space. Speaking of this space, I do need to tidy this space up. See, it's ramble. It's already 5 minutes, but I feel like I had a lot to say. But yeah, just ending on a high for this intro. Thank you for 100,000. What the heck? I can't wait for my play button to come. That will be sitting behind me in every single Zoom meeting that I do. I'm gonna tidy my space and then join you back for whatever I'm next filming. Good morning. Yesterday was a bit of a fail. That's okay. YouTube is like doing reps, and your form at the beginning, not so good. But you just got to keep on doing the reps and you get better and better. So the camera's on, and that's what counts. if you are YouTubing, important to know. Clean's here at the moment, so doing what I can, respecting her work as well, trying to be a bit more quiet. I've washed my hair, which is nice. I used the new, so on Monday, I can't remember if I said, but I was at the Ned with L'Oreal Professional and they have their new colour range out. I did say that, I remember saying that. So I washed my hair with it for the first time and they told me that it can lock in your colour for over 100 days, which is amazing because I got my hair coloured on Wednesday, desperately needed it. I tried to go for the brunette look and it just wasn't working for me. Anyway, so I used the shampoo and the conditioner today and then, this isn't an ad yet, but I'm trialing these products. So far, so good. I've got an ASOS order and a Lululemon order to show you. Only 2 items in each, not like a haul, but one item is special in each package and I'll tell you for why in a bit. But yeah, so this isn't supposed to be an ad yet, but you can't shut me up about like the products that actually work, particularly this one. So it's a hair serum. So much of my hair falls out in the shower and I definitely have been thinning. And I showered today, I told you. I think I had 2 hairs come out. But anyway, I've been using this serum for 2 weeks. I'm continuing to use it. I'm continuing to use it just to see how I get along with it. But so far, I mean, I've used like that much and it's their bestseller and stuff. I like, Mollie, it's not the ad yet, but I have been using it. It's really good. You can also put it in. So I'm actually going to stop myself from talking. It smells so good as well. But yeah, I'm going to blow dry my hair. We haven't got much going on today. It's a Friday, which tends to be like more of an admin day for me because we share the space on a Friday. And so, yeah, I've just got lots of admin bits to do, but I thought I could show you my parcels. I need to do a bit of makeup because I've got a meeting with my manager later to talk about what happened in February, work-wise. And I have a dinner party this evening in Putney with girlfriends and our husbands. And I think that might be what's going on today. I cleaned up my space yesterday. It made the world of difference. I have to now do it to music because it was really hard to get motivated. But I listened to Coldplay. I listened to a lot of Coldplay in February and it got me through. I was just like, I found it really difficult to be anxious when I was listening to Coldplay. So that's continuing. And I tidied up, did a recycling run, put my suitcases away, all that kind of stuff. I love Fridays. They just feel really like quiet and calm. And even London outside now, we're in the middle of London. It's so much quieter. It's such a nice vibe. So hair dry, do my makeup, and then my unboxing. And I also want to show you like my top sellers so far from my 30 and 30 that I'm working with a professional stylist on because there are some really great high street pieces in there that are selling really well, and I think you find it interesting when you know what other people who have your budgets and your size and even your like your location in the world and stuff. It's really interesting. So yeah, that's coming up. That's hair dried. I'm not sure how I'm going to style it. I either was going to do blowout look or I found this image. I took pictures of myself to my hair colorist. That's how self-absorbed I am. I was like, I actually loved the color and the style of this. One sec. I think that like my hair has never looked better than that. But I might try and recreate that today. I did my brows the other day. You know, I laminate them at home with high brow. I'll link it below. And I dye them with beard dye and it makes the biggest difference. If I'm ever looking at my face and I'm like, something's just not working, it's because I haven't done my brows in a while. I put it on my story, 5,000 people went to shop it, so I will link it below. Just really good value for at home, and the products are both on Amazon. I was not sure I nailed the hair. It's nice, but it's not as nice as that pic that I showed you. In any case, I'll tuck it behind my ears. I'm starving, which is kind of what happens when you have that amount of sugar, with that lack of protein and fats in your breakfast. I had my chocolate pancakes. Someone just asked me for a recipe on Instagram, and it's like, well, it's Nutella and it's the pre-made Waitrose pancakes, so there you go. I've got exciting delivery just come as well, and I'm gonna have to unbox it on my YouTube for reasons you'll understand shortly. First of all, ravenous, so I was just gonna see what we have in the fridge. I think I'll be having my my vegetable omelette. There's something else we have in the fridge as well. Prune juice. I'm being quite honest on my Instagram. I'm feeling quite honest in general at the moment. I don't know whether this whole procedure and stuff has just made me take things less seriously. But I've been chugging this because post general anaesthetic, which was delightful, by the way, the anaesthetist was amazing. She was like, it was just so quick and efficient. She was like, you're gonna feel the gin and tonic now. And then I woke up in recovery. I remember she said the gin and tonic thing and I was like, oh yeah, you're right. Like, this is what alcohol used to feel like. Because I have one drink maybe every 3 months. But anyway, yeah, I've been chugging prune juice because I've been backed up. I will say that. In sort of biblical ways that I've never experienced in my life before. And I've got to know my body in ways that I never thought, borderline medically, medical thing. I'll stop now because he's like, why are you being so honest? I'm like, oh. But, so yeah, I'm gonna have a prune juice and an omelette for lunch. And the prune juice is delicious, by the way. It's just like bitter apple juice, really. PJ, sun, omelette. Cheers. I forgot the jalapenos, so I'm gonna add some sriracha, but otherwise delicious. I've got my mint tea, my square of dark chocolate, and admittedly fell off the healthy wagon this morning with my pancakes, but we're back on. I just feel so good. We're about to do something now which might be the most important thing I have ever done on this channel. Here we go. I'd like to dedicate this to myself. I think I know what this is gonna be. Are you ready? A letter from YouTube. Oh, I said, like, this kind of thing doesn't make me emotional, but I said, do you remember your first subscriber? You're 100th or you're 1,000th subscriber. Chances are that you do. And we know that you'll definitely remember your 100,000th subscriber. I'm gonna read that properly in a second. Oh, here it is. Oh my God. These things do not make me emotional at all. So I don't know why I'm getting upset. Presented to Mollie Campsie for passing 100,000 subscribers on YouTube. What the heck? Oh, here it is. That's so funny. I'll tell you why I'm crying in a minute because I don't really think it is for the numbers. It never is, but I've got my play button. Look at that. Oh, God. We were, it was the night before my procedure and I knew I was going to hit 100,000 and I was refreshing it over and over and over again and I didn't even get it. It was like 99. It was like 99998 or something like that, and then I refreshed it again and it was 8 subscribers over 100,008. And it was just kind of like the two worlds, isn't it? Like, we knew that I had my procedure in the morning and hitting 100,000 as well. And I feel like two things about this. Number one is I'm never proud of like present Mollie who gets this or hits a number or like books a brand, whatever. And I'm always so proud of the younger version of me that didn't have any of this and didn't know that this was coming, but still worked for it. Like, you know, when achieving things is more normal at the moment, and there was a time in my 20s where all I knew, I promise you, all I knew was rejection. I've said it before, but I went through a period that was like, I was doing telesales and modelling, and I was dating in London, and my whole every single minute of the day was me getting rejected. And it's always that version that kept on going, even though she didn't know like that this was on the cards, that makes me proudest. Still proud of myself for 100,000, like the 100,000, but it's like, it's the 10 and the 20, and like what they say in this is true. It's like, it is always the journey and never the destination. And I just feel like it represents as well, like, success outside of all this fertility stuff that I'm going through. So it's like, I never wanted fertility to become a huge part of my brand, personality, life. Like, how dare it try and kind of, you know, and it has at times sabotaged my emotions or even my career a little bit if I need to take time off, all that kind of stuff. I'm just like, I don't want it to take over. And this for me, like hitting the 100,000 and like doing the 30 and 30, even though I was pregnant, and still working through, like, even when we knew the pregnancy was failing, is like, I'm really proud of those other versions of myself that have just, what's the word? Pulled through. So yeah, here's my play button. I need to not get my omelette fingers on it, but I need to decide where this is going to go. I've kind of been joking to people that I'm going to put it exactly like wherever my background is when I have my Zoom meetings, but that probably isn't a joke. But thank you for sharing this moment with me, and thank you so much for subscribing as well. It really is wild. I just want to go back to my very first, like the version of me doing my first YouTube, and the lighting was like really yellow and I couldn't work it about why, and white balance, all that kind of stuff. But it's just like, I pass, I didn't realise this was going to get so emotional and philosophical, but I used to live in a flat in Old Street. It's a yellow brick above Gym Box, and the Co-op I think is still there. And I go past it and I imagine there's this like 20-year-old version of myself still there, still not knowing that all of this will work out and it will happen for her and stuff. And I just feel so supportive of that younger person. And whenever people are like, what advice would you give to your younger self? I'm just always like, just keep going, because it happens. Anyway, 5 minutes of emotional ramble, but I really enjoyed that. Yeah, thank you for sharing the moment with me, and thank you for watching and subscribing to the channel. Before we start, this joinery is appalling. It's very shoddy. I've got a comment on it recently. I'm in a rental, there's not much I can do about it. It annoys me more than it will ever annoy you, I promise. But it is today's backdrop, and hopefully I can make up for it with the value that I'm going to provide of top 6 bestsellers from my 1330. So I'm doing 30 outfits on my mid-size body with a helping hand from Alison Bornstein, the celebrity / professional stylist. It's over on my short form YouTube, TikTok and Instagram if you haven't seen it yet. And you've missed, by the time this goes up, probably all 30. So there's a lot for you to catch up on, and hopefully loads of ideas. But what is really interesting, and she's really rambling now, it's amazing that none of this is scripted ever, but I have over 700,000 mid-size people following me. And so when I get data about what's actually selling, it's really, really interesting. Not just that it's selling, but that things aren't being returned. Take a breath. So I've got 6 items to take you through now. I think the general theme is classics, comfort, neutrals, curve-friendly, and high street. All of them tick all of those boxes. Also, for every single one of these, I've just clocked, I've discovered these myself. It wasn't another influencer purchase or from like a best-selling viral item online. So I hope you actually haven't seen these before. Okay, number 1 is this Uniqlo bra. The moment I tried it on in store, I bought it, I knew it was coming back with me. If you were to strip search me in the middle of the street, 95 days out of 100, I will be wearing this bra, and usually in the nude color. I also have the black one here. That is clear as mud. Okay, I'm gonna say it's a D/E cup, and it's 85-90 is the size. Such is women's sizing. It's really standardized, which helps us all. That's a joke, that's sarcastic. I mean, it makes my boobs look amazing. It's not actually underwired, so it's a really soft, stretchy material. It's the perfect nude color for me. They do have quite a few colors online. Yes, I have the black. I don't wear the black one as much. It's very soft. Actually, you'll be able to see here that there is no underwiring, just a mold. I cannot tell you how important this is as a good foundation. It's probably not fitting very well. I'm not like an expert fitter, like it will be a bit gappy here and all this kind of stuff, but it's comfortable and it makes my body look good. And because of the colour, it goes under everything. And trust me when I tell you that I feel like I am queen of bras and seamless underwear since doing modelling. It was like every day was like a casting or some kind of shoot or something. And so I'd always have to wear something like this. I will link this exact one below. I'm tempted to get it in more colours or even get some duplicates because I like it so much. Item number 1, and everything will be linked below with sizes, by the way. Very nice segue into a white t-shirt, for which you do really need to wear a nude bra underneath. It's Uniqlo. Should I tell you how I hacked this one? So basically, a few facts. Number 1, Tim Desane is one of my favourite creators. If I'm ever lacking in inspo, I will go to his page and I'm just so inspired by the quality of his work. And this is his favourite t-shirt. He is neither a woman nor curvy. So thanks Tim for the recommendation, but also I went to a Uniqlo press day and there was a lady there and on the team and she was wearing one of the men's t-shirts and I was like, why have I never thought about this before? I got an X, I think an XL. It will be down below. I think I got an XL because Tim was like, look, you're gonna put it on a hot wash and dry it and it's gonna shrink by about 1 centimetre globally. So if you size up, you're future proofing. Love that because I do find with Uniqlo, and to be fair, all high street, once you wash it, it does shrink a little bit. This has been washed a couple of times and it's also been put through the dryer. So I can attest to the fact that it still fits, like it's perfectly oversized, right? I really like the drop shoulders. You can see the seam comes to about here and obviously my shoulder is here. Given that it's like a thicker material, you can't even see the bra through this, but wear a nude bra anyway. You can't see the actual bra seams either because it's this thicker fabric, but it's still like £20. The t-shirt, the bra, like I cannot fault them, especially for the price point. You cannot find anything better value. Then I'm wearing these trousers. You'll be able to see them better in the cutaway over here. They're the Abercrombie Sloane trousers. I don't do bestsellers without there being an Abercrombie feature in there. It's unbelievable. The reason why is because they solved the problem for curve and curve-in tailoring. This is a waist 33, leg length L. Please don't buy your normal size. Please use the size guide online. It's so damn accurate. I am a true 18 and these are the most perfect pair of 18 trousers I've ever had, and I'm a 5'10" and the leg length L is long enough. It's also got belt loops, so I'd wear it with like a little silver belt. They are the most perfect trousers ever. Bear in mind, I have to share this wardrobe behind me and that's my wardrobe as an influencer. It's impossible how I managed to do it, but I have 5 pairs of these in my wardrobe taking up that much space because they're so versatile. I've got different colours obviously, but the black pair is the one that's selling the best. These are H&M. If you're an H&M member, I think they're £14. And they're cheap and don't expect like some amazing quality. And like Abercrombie Sloane is the tier up from this, but they do have pockets, they don't have belt loops, and even I can feel the elastic band in this folding over inside, which is really annoying. I'll have to just fiddle with it to get it right. However, they are the most sold item. Last time I checked, I sold either 500 or 600 pairs of them in the last month, which is madness. They've been a bestseller on my page for over a year, so goodness, like it will be in the thousands that they've been sold, which is amazing. And as I said, like not returned, so people are keeping them. Yeah, they have pockets, they feel like joggers, they are unbelievably comfortable. They're just big enough for me as a 5'10" person, and some things that my audience have said is like, often H&M is a bit more cropped on a 5'10", but some of my more petite followers feel a little bit swamped by these. So if you are on the shorter size, because you can't get a different leg length, I actually wouldn't go for these. If you are 5'7" and above, then they're good. But they are incredibly comfortable. Like it's all about the stretch with these. There's no zip, there's no button, there's no nothing. So in order for them to look a bit more smart, I do think it's good to cover the waistband, but they truly are a jogger. And then I got the grey pinstripe ones just to look a little bit more worky. And then they have this, I'm gonna call it a tuck. I think that's what it's called. Most sold item on my LTK right now, and probably top 3, if not number 1, for my LTK all time. So what's incredibly satisfying is that, let me just move this because I hate the blue floor. Brilliant, it's better than nothing. 3 of these out of 6 were from the ad that I did with Uniqlo, and I say to like my LTK team and stuff, I'm like, whose ads are selling more than their organic? It's such a funny way to be around, but it is often the case. I'm really proud of that though. And a big part of that, I feel like, is just the selects that I make when I'm doing the ads. Like, I truly feel like I know what my audience likes, and I really just lean into what I would like. E.g. this, and when I'm talking about covering the waistband, this is a really good top to do that with because it's oversized. Would I get this now because it's March? I mean, it's actually still freezing outside, and again, because it's Uniqlo, it's not super pricey. They have a handful of different colours in this, but I really liked the ecru soft white. We need to take a breath. I always used to do this with YouTube, but it particularly happens when I'm talking about clothes, just because I think I get inflow. Let's go a bit slower. It's truly oversized. I have washed this, I have dried this, and because it's not a wool or a cashmere or anything like that, it's kept its size, it's easy to wash, and it's super soft as well. It's a little bit static sometimes, but that will be because it's polyester, right? I think. I really like the color on me, and for the ad, it was also with these trousers. I would like to be honest with you, please, and say that these trousers are the least favorite item that I'm showing you. That doesn't mean they're not good or they won't fill a space in your wardrobe. They're kind of like a cord material. They are comfy, they're kind of like slinky. That's the best way I can describe it. It's almost like it's the Aerism technology a bit. It's quite cooling. They're long enough for me, they're wide enough for me. I think they nip really nicely in at the waist. They have belt loops, they have really deep pockets, but I have some criticisms. Number one, I feel like this material is going to mark really easily. It actually hasn't yet, but just because of the way the cord is designed, I can imagine it getting a scuff or dirt and it just being all caught in the ridges and not cleaning very well. That might be me being really niche. I also think the pockets are really deep, and you can see, you might not be able to see, but it's coming through the fabric here, and I think that doesn't look expensive. They're comfortable enough, they're good. I just think I would prefer an off-white in the Sloane or the H&M trousers if they do them in a light colour. They also do these in a darker colour, which would solve your problem of dirt and the pockets showing if you actually really like these shape. They're still good trousers. I just have these very high expectations, and I wouldn't want you to purchase these and not be 100% happy, and I do feel like this is the weakest of the bunch. Yeah, just wanted to give as honest as an opinion as possible. I think that was number 6. I think we're wrapped. Okay, dinner party tonight in Putney. Also, sorry, this has been chronically in the flat. Do you like in the flat vlogs? I personally really like other people's, but sometimes I'm like, oh, should I switch it up? Should I take them to Joe and the Juice? But I'm like, does it move the needle? Don't really know. But I'm putting together a little outfit. I've been raiding my wardrobe. This is what I've come up with. That's the kettle, because I'm descaling it. So if you've commented saying that my kettle needs descaling from a few scenes ago, don't worry, it's being done. Free people, this is a nice jacket. You maybe saw it, I got it when I went to Paris with them in November, was it? It's got these ties here and I've just snipped them off. I just can see me wearing this as an open jacket with like this black vest underneath. My Simply Be order just arrived in perfect timing, and it had a black vest because I actually weirdly didn't have a black vest in my life, at least not one that like showed this area, which is what I wanted. So that was my vision for the jacket. Obviously, if you take the jacket off, it is the whole outfit, so I won't be taking the jacket off, but it feels kind of like an indoorsy jacket anyway. Then I have on my ghost trowel. I've also added some silver Monica Vinader jewelry, so the hoops and 2 bangles, because I'm wearing silver shoes. Then I've got my ghost trousers on, basically silk pajamas. They are satin, they are so unbelievably beautiful. They fit an 18, 5'10" so well. And then I've got my Free People silver pumps on, which I wear an illegal amount. Like, I don't know why I picked them up. I think there was maybe that silver pump trend or metallic pump trend. And I was like, it goes with a couple of the outfits and stuff, but realistically, like, I don't think I wear them all the time. They are really the shoe that saves so many outfits. I mean, what else would I wear with this? Maybe like a gold pump, a black pump, but really, this is a pump outfit. Obviously need to change my new bag. We're obviously, with the prune juice chapter continuing, this isn't the smartest outfit to wear. So I might switch to some jeans last minute, I'm actually not sure. I need to go now though, because I've got my meeting with Nat to discuss February, etc. and talk about plans for March. But yeah, so I'm going to change back into something more work appropriate, and then I'll switch back into this later. I think she's rambling today. She is rambling today. We'll close off this day shortly. How are you?
I'm all good, thank you. How are you?
Good. Your hair looks different.
Different. I have gone blonder.
Yeah.
I think you last saw me.
Yeah, really nice. Like it. Just coming off my call with my manager Nat. That was so lovely. Look at my smile. I'm weirdly more social these days. So like obviously the vlog started with me going to that event with June. Sorry. But yeah, I've got this social muscle back, which is nice. She's got a bit bloody personality back in her life. And then yeah, we've got a Putney party this evening. So I'm gonna get ready for that. Kind of mince around a little bit, potter around, you know. And then it's the weekend. It's the freaking weekend, it's Friday. Good morning. Number one, I'm bright red because I've just done my first Peloton since January. I guess I haven't been able to exercise for the last 2 weeks because of my D&C, and then I was pregnant for the whole of February and I really didn't feel like exercising. So it's kind of like that thing when they say, don't say you have to exercise, say you get to exercise. Because at the moment they were like, you can't exercise for the next 2 weeks, amongst other things, sex, tampons, baths, sauna, steam, pools, anything like that. Which I really missed at the Ned, which is why I went for a 40-minute walk instead of actually going to the spa. But anyway, so today was good. And then I bolted on, I did a Leanne Hainsby 30-minute 2010s ride, realised that the period of 2010 to 2020 is like the whole of my 20s. So that music is always extra nostalgic. The struggle years, you know, the panic years. Have you read The Panic Years by Nell Frizzle? It's one of my favourite books that I've ever read, and if you're in this sort of period of potentially starting a family one day, oh my god, it's just so good. Or not starting a family, it's such a great book. It's like a proper book to read in your 20s, 30s, 40s. So, Peloton this morning, really proud of myself. Bolted on a 10-minute arms class because I'd quite like to tone these up. I was watching Sarah Ashcroft's vlog and I was like, damn, you just have great arms. And got my Soho home robe on. I think it's less than £100. I think for members it's about £80, but it's one. I haven't even had a sip of coffee this morning. Listen to me go. I think it's because I haven't vlogged in a few weeks. Like, it's an absolute pleasure to speak to the camera. So yeah, I've got my healthy breakfast, Greek yogurt, chia seeds, frozen blueberries, and peanut butter. I find this is so filling and feels really healthy and not processed. I love there's chia seeds in there. I basically have a phobia of fruit. Maybe I've spoken about that before, but somehow I can stomach frozen blueberries. And then I just have a coffee from my grind machine, which is probably the best gifted thing I've ever received in my whole gifting career. But that thing gets used every single day. It's so good. What other updates do I have for you? We went on, so Friday night I stayed in, I found a one-man crepe recipe. So I've added that to my Notion. Saturday, can't remember, probably just chilled. And then Sunday, we went for a world famous roast at the Pig and Butcher in Islington. It was £92 for 2 glasses of red wine, sue me. Friday night was my dinner party, it was really good. That was great, it was so much fun. I haven't laughed that much in a long time. It was in Putney. Sorry, we're jumping all around. Yeah, Sunday was the roast, £92, 2 glasses of red wine, the house red, and 2 roasts. Honestly appalling. I just thought the meat was fatty and rubbish, and I have yet to find a roast in London that compares to a home roast. We're closing off the vlog shortly, but I just wanted to take you through my morning routine because apparently I've got so much to say. So I'm gonna eat my breakfast, drink my coffee, and then I've got some life admin to do, including tanning. Other life admin, got my nails done at the weekend actually. Look at those, 40 quid shellac. That's That's 2 roasts. How long is this vlog gonna be? I don't know. Anyway, I'm gonna eat this and then reconvene back at my desk. Got sent this Medicate cream on Friday, and I'd actually just run out of my Dr. Sam's Day Moisturiser, which I use and love. And I probably should be repurchasing because I know my skin loves it. I do love a Medicate product, and this already feels so good. At the moment I'm using Skin and Me, obviously. Dr. Sam's forms a lot of my skincare. On Medicate, I do have a few L'Oreal products here and there, just a couple. And then I'm trialing some E45 as well because I'm working with them soon. And the E45 stuff, guys, I've been breaking out along here and here. Can't remember if I mentioned this, but it's obviously my hormones rebalancing and it's completely fine. My body's doing what it needs to do. But I was using the E45 for the last few days and it's really helped my skin. It doesn't look fab, but it's getting better. They feel quite luxe, where a lot of my products feel just kind of pared back and plain, which I think is a really important pillar for my skincare style and strategy. Medicate just takes it up a notch and kind of mixes that luxury while still being sciencey. It's like the refillable as well, which I love, and then a glass pot, which just, it's nicer than plastic sometimes, isn't it? I just booked a hotel because I've got some hotel shoots to do this week. I am gonna tan today and just have like a whole admin day. So it's gonna be pretty boring and I just need to like get my head down. And I keep saying to myself, lock in. Like on various things in my life, I just need to lock in. Guys, I am locking in. I keep saying that. Yeah, so this week is about treating my body well through food and exercise. And I'm actually being really intentional. Lots of things. It's the Meghan Markle documentary, but we'll come on to that another time. I'm just being slow with what I do and intentional, and it's being really, it's just lovely. And work. I just need to get my head down and focus. So I'm going to wrap up this vlog here. I feel like I'm officially back to vlogging. Let me know if you've liked this one. It's been a lot of sitting down and chatting, but I do feel like that was necessary for me to like ramp up to the regular uploads and just update you on so many things, the highs, the lows, and the sort of mundane in-between bits. Thank you very much for watching, and thank you so much for getting me to 100,000. In fact, should we have a little stat update? Can you see that? Wild. So if you're vlogging, want to start, God, pick up the camera, just do it. I'm going to clock off now. Thank you very much for watching this vlog. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you soon. See you in the next one. Bye.